Okay, hello. This is attorney Eric Clopper. Thank you for joining us today on February 11th, 2026, and our series of live streams. We are going live on all the channels now, if you'll wait with us briefly. So again, my name is attorney Eric Clopper, right? I am the founder and president of Intact Global. And we are here today to continue our promotion and awareness building of the biggest intactivist gathering in history, right? Arguably the most important, as well as we continue to scale the mission to ensure that every child is equally protected from genital cutting, right? It's fantastic that we just protect baby girls, but it's time that we protect every child equally. And you can make a compelling argument that the Constitution actually requires that you do, based off of the equal protection provision on both the federal Constitution and many state constitutions. And like most human rights causes, we are progressing on a state-by-state basis with promising early results in Oregon, but we have to scale this up to as many states as public support allows, which should be all of them, really, right? So that is the plan, and that is what we'll be doing. And we are actively zeroing in on our next plaintiffs. Megan says, where I see female genital mutilation, male circumcision as the same thing. They are both genital cutting. One is just a euphemism. Circumcision is actually male genital mutilation, unfortunately. So Paul Rocky, great to see you. Thank you for joining the stream, right? So today we are going to look over a few things, primarily the conference website, which will be undergoing a update soon. I will also show you where the hotel block will be, and I anticipate we are going to get get a contract for that soon, and we will put it on our bookings page. And so our plan today, we are going to, I'll show you some of the venues that we are scheduled to speak at, and the main venue, Intact Global's new headquarters. We just finished the installation of the new kitchen yesterday, so let's go, in the bar area. And the gallery on the second floor is now complete as well. I mean, it's also, we also run, it's also for rent as well, like, for example. But right, April 18th and 19th, that is going to be our big weekend. We've got 2 full days and a founder's dinner on Friday evening for those of you who have it. Oh, and Paul Rocky says, I go to NORM meetings in Santa Monica, and the leader said you were going to the meeting in March. Is it true? Yes, it is absolutely true, right? I met a John the other day, and I could say that because there's a lot of Johns out there. But John will be joining me at the NORM meeting in March. Unfortunately, I'm going to I have a conflict this Sunday. Right, I'm going to another fundraiser with people who are helping our fundraiser on the gala Saturday, April 18th. So yes, Paul, I will absolutely be there in March. I look forward to meeting you in person, right? And I'm hoping, or I would say I'm hopeful that you'll be joining us in downtown Los Angeles, April 18th and 19th for our 2-day conference. And, especially the evening of April 18th when we have our Legacy Fundraising Gala, right, which is going to be quite the show. So I will post your chat in the Conrad Sylvester. I'll post your comment in StreamYard so everyone can see. And Bill, yes, I will be there, so no worries. I said I'd be there on email, then that means I will be there. Email is my thing. So Conrad Sylvester says, unfortunately, pediatricians are advising parents it's hygienic or better. That is certainly something that they do in the U.S., although circumcision is, how should I say, vanishingly rare in the developed world, in Europe, most of Asia, most of South America, Australia, New Zealand, they're not mutilating their babies, and they used to. G Toppers Chats, thank you for being with us. I am with you as well. Paul said, I saw you briefly at the Pride Festival years ago with Tim Hammond. I think we made eye contact. Well, we'll definitely, we'll meet each other properly in March. I think it's March 15th. I'll have to double check my calendar. But yeah, so I'll definitely be at that meeting, and I would like as many people in the Los Angeles area to join us at the conference, right? I'll copy and paste the conference tickets below, just so people, and then I'll kind of go through that like I usually do. And if you guys have comments or questions, you could drop them in the chat. As Paul just saw, and Conrad, I'm pretty observant to what you all say, right? So anyway, Gramer Gerard, great for joining us. G Toppers, I'm hoping to see you at the conference as well. I'll be there in person. I live in Los Angeles, right? I'm in Beechwood Canyon in the Hollywood Hills. So, we are doing full-scale promotion, especially by mid-March. But so, yeah, I'll be there, Paul. And I'm hoping you'll be at the conference, right? Because that is going to be the world's largest gathering of intactivists in history. And that's where we are going to secure the resources, make those strategic connections, and actually move this mission forward, right? And you say you live in Van Nuys. Well, great. I live in Beechwood, so fair enough. As Megan said, the whole subject makes me feel so negative. Is there anything you could say to make me feel better? Well, Megan, I mean, it is an injury that we perform on children, circumcision, right? So, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing that we're dealing with, but the positive thing is that we can actually stop it in the immediate future if we organize effectively, and we are organizing effectively. Colorado ABC, I think I may have got your email. Let me know in the chat if you did email me to make sure that was you. But yeah, so what's positive about it is that we can stop it, right? I mean, that the world is what it is, even though we have widespread male genital mutilation, but it will be better when we stop, right? As Jan God, which is great to see you again, should be limited as a prophylactic. Obviously, removal of the fingernails, because dirt gets under fingernails, is not appreciated by everyone. Yeah, and it's not performed by practically anyone. Now, if people try to introduce circumcision today without the long-standing inertia, it would never pass muster. It would be immediately not funded by Medicaid and probably prosecuted just like female genital cutting is and should be. Hi, Debbie. Great to see you on the Instagram channel for Intact Global. And Josh LB4112 says, I am very glad you are raising awareness of the truth of male circumcision and how it truly is a barbaric task or act. Many of us who unfortunately were circumcised as infants realize now how damaging it is. Absolutely. Unfortunately, and I'll just copy and paste your comment in the chat here, Josh LB412. So we are unfortunately understanding just how damaging it is. There's an incredible body of research that demonstrates just how harmful circumcision is. So anyway, our mission is to end that, and is to end it as quickly as possible, and that is what we are on track to do. Now, we would need to scale up this operation considerably, and that's what our new headquarters in downtown LA enables us to do. As Conrad Sylvester says, they perform circumcisions on newborns after 12 hours of birth. It's painful for the newborn. My heart aches for these newborns. Absolutely. I mean, it is so unnecessary. I saw a picture on an Intactivist in Kansas. It's unnecessary roughness the other day. I forget where that was from, but clever shirt. Kind of underplays the truth, but you got to meet people where they're at. So anyway, so this is where you're going to get tickets for our Intact Global's upcoming conference, April 18th to 19th, and I'm looking forward to meeting you there, right? And again, it is going to be the biggest Intactivist event in history. As Jaminer says, rates are falling slowly but surely, even here in the Midwest. Yes, the Midwest is one of the biggest problem areas that exists when it comes to infant genital cutting, unfortunately. And the West Coast is actually one of the lowest, which is fantastic. And that is where I am. Now, how should I say? California is an interesting bird in that very low rate of circumcision, but it has a statute that protects it, which is ridiculous. But we'll deal with that later. So anyway, here we have the conference website, right? If you go to that link below or above, if you are on Instagram, but below if you're on YouTube or widescreen. And here you can see it has all the dates, April 18 and 19. It's the 2026 Intact Global Conference. It's at Los Angeles. And any one of these buy tickets is going to take you to the ticketing website, right? On Friday, we have the Founders Dinner, right? On Saturday, there's going to be, well, Saturday evening is the big gala, the Legacy Gala, right? And that's when we're going to have aerial dancers and showgirls and stand-up and probably a live auction. And it's going to be quite the production, probably maybe a silent auction as well. We'll see. And then we have the 2 days of programming on Saturday and Sunday, which is during the day. And just if you go quickly, here is the schedule. Friday, April 17th, which is the optional add-on. We have Saturday, Conference Day 1, ending in the Legacy Gala. And then Sunday, Conference Day 2. And that's going to end with a tea party social. And that's kind of, again, that's kind of like a DJ dance party for those of you who still have the stamina for it. It's also going to be a public event. So we're going to have actually a huge party at the very end of it as well. But in the beginning, we'll check in on Saturday morning, April 18th, 9 to 10 a.m. We'll have coffee, pastries, you name it. We'll have some speakers for a couple half hours. We'll have lunch, 2 breakout sessions, and then a break between 4 and 6:30 when the Legacy Gala starts, and that's when like the big production starts. It's going to be a hell of an event, right? I've never under-delivered when I tell you internet and followers and everybody when it's going to be a hell of an event. I've never under-delivered, and here my goal is to big time over-deliver. Oh, Future Intact! I see you bought a ticket. That is fantastic. Thank you, Future Intact. I'm sure I saw your ticket come in. I just don't know what the name is under. Anyway, so yeah, so this is going to be the lineup for the 2 days, and then the Friday optional. Here are some confirmed speakers. We actually have to add more speakers and their, the titles of their talks. So that's coming along. And the big omission right now, which will be there soon, is right here. We're going to have a hotel room, right? We have a hotel block at the Freehand Hotel. And here's the Freehand. It's a very cool, trendy hotel. Definitely. And, we did our vetting, and it's the best bang for the buck in the immediate area. And so that's a bad video. But and here it is from the front ground level. It really is a beautiful spot, though. Very reasonably priced. And I don't know if they'll have pictures here, but there are a few rooms. Here's from the front, the Freehand. But there's a few rooms that are actually bunk beds. So if you're on a budget, you can share a room with up, I'm not sure. I think there's up 4 rooms with 4 bunks and rooms with 8 bunks, right? So you can really reduce the price per person if you rent one of those bunk rooms, which I will find if they have it here. I actually took some pictures. Oh, here we go. So here's some of the bunk rooms. I mean, they also have corner kings and, more elaborate ones for those who are not as price sensitive. And then when you go to the ticket page, which is at the top or it's at the bottom if you're watching horizontally, you just click buy tickets, any one of these, and they're going to take you to Ticket Tailor up here, right? And you just do get tickets. It has our address. This is Intact Global's new headquarters, 833 South Spring Street. Get tickets, and bam, you're good to go, right? Get 1 early bird, get 2 if you know 2 people. Future Intact, you should bring one of your friends if you can. Oh, you asked Jimmy Dore to interview me. Oh, cool. No. I scheduled an interview with Jimmy Dore. I'm doing it. Future Intact. It is on my calendar already. We've done the whole calendar sync, and that's going to be February 25. So I'm on the Jimmy Dore show, and that is anyone else asking, you want to help, come to the conference, right? Meet me, other people, but also get me on podcasts and shows and other media, right? And I could talk about the message of protecting every child equally. And circumcision is genital mutilation, and we need to not mutilate our babies, right? Should be something everyone could get behind, no matter their politics. It's actually quite a unifying issue. And so anyway, so yeah, totally. I am me and Jimmy Dore. We are on calendar. So going back, just get a ticket for yourself, maybe another. There's a $25 default donation, which you can reduce or add, you name it. Sky's the limit. Put in your name, put in your email at me.com, right? You say it's for myself, and say, and Jane Doe, and say, I've got no restrictions, but let's say someone's a pescatarian. And you go bam, bam, bam. And you just click whatever you want to do to pay, and you're good to go. And that covers, if it was 2 people, it's 2 full days of events, right? 2 lunches, coffee and pastries, a dinner, buffet dinner on Saturday, champagne, cocktails, accommodation. Well, not accommodations, but like hosting for the 2 full days. It goes a very long way, right? You'll be quite impressed with what we could do with that. And so it's all good. I just came here because it looks like some of you are signing up for tickets. When I do the lives, other people want to ask questions, like, are you coming to the NORM meeting in March in LA? Yes, I am. And it's all good. We're making headway. The Intact Global's new headquarters looks better every day, right? And more functional. And we are making progress. It's just, how should I say? There's a lot to be done with 11,000 square feet, right? So, but it is all good. I am very happy to see you all again on the live. I will try to do another live tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, it will be soon thereafter. Thank you again for joining. I am attorney Eric Clopper, Jewel C659. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join. And it looks like we've got no more pressing questions. So again, thank you all. Remember, April 18 to 19, get your tickets here or here, wherever you're watching. And Megan's asking, have I heard of the charity 15 Square Inches? Yes, I've been in contact with them and their leader. So, it's all good. We're making headway. We're making progress. We want to keep getting those steady ticket sales. And that's why I do these, because we're going to have a wealth of media created from this, like we did last year, but it's going to be even greater. We're going to live stream the whole thing. We've got fiber optic internet in our new headquarters, so the upload and download speeds are equal, which is a big deal. And you would think in the Hollywood Hills they do that, but no. Ben J. Byrne, great to have you on the live, and M4 Seb. So anyway, I appreciate all you tuning in to the live stream today. I look forward to meeting many of you on the live stream, April 18 to 19, if not sooner, right? You know what I'm talking about, Paul Rocky. So other than that, thank you all again, and I will see you at the next live stream, hopefully tomorrow, but certainly soon. Okay, we'll have a great middle of the week. Great hump day, everybody. And Roger, as your last question, how do you tell people to find a real issue? Cirque protesters who, how is protecting children from genital mutilation not a real issue? It's actually like the easiest issue, and it shouldn't even be an issue. And it's not an issue, it's a problem, right? This is not an issue, this is a problem, right? So we're working on fixing that. Megan, I wish you could go as well, but But I look forward to seeing many of you on the stream again soon, and have a great hump day.